Advisors, Amber from home office here on the field team. Super excited to share with you my personal family album, and as a bonus I have a couple of fun things to show you over there. So let's just dive right in. So I choose to use Fast to Fab albums because I am a newer scrapbooker and I love this. I believe it's the Homestead collection. So when I first joined Creative Memories on the home office team, which was just about 2 years ago now, I had never scrapbooked before and I didn't know where to start. And I will give you a little clue. I have over 45,000 photos on my phone. And as a mom of 3 littles now, it's a little overwhelming to know where to start. And so where I decided to start was with my professional family photos. So that's what this album highlights, is the professional photos we've taken of our kids. So far, I just have it documented through the boys, but here we see they're brand new, my little twinnies, just home from the hospital, a little bit of journaling, some embellishments. I like to add these borders. That's my sort of style, so it features more of the photos. I kind of, you can see here where I was just learning how to scrapbook. Again, this is my first one ever. So we have stickers, some embellishments. You can see the Fast to Fab page peeking through here, and just a very strong focus on my family and the photos we took. There's my cat, which you might have heard on the video. He's making noise in the background. We still have him. And there's my husband with the babies. And again, just simple little additions to pull the page together. You can see here I added a border, but my style is just, again, very simple, I would call it. But I love it. A little cluster there, a little journaling here, talking about our little miracles. Again, these are a little bit more journaling, more embellishments. And you'll notice, especially if you're an experienced advisor, I use a lot of embellishments and stickers from different collections. I believe all 3 of these came from different collections, but I love the neutral palette. And when you're working with neutrals, you really can just use and try different things. And so I think this is Art Nouveau, actually, which I believe you can still get on the website. So we have more journaling, features of my little boys. And here they are at 6 months, little embellishment, beautiful little sentiment added in there, always grateful. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing too crazy technique-wise in my albums, but I love that I have these memories now captured, and my kids absolutely love looking at these albums. They love pointing each other out. Here's another decorative border. They love seeing each other on the pages as they grew. It's so funny when they were babies. They can't tell each other apart, so they're always guessing who was who. I love telling stories. We talk about how we made it to 1. My little Oliver was so crabby that day, and my Cooper was just absolutely serving smiles this entire session. And getting this little monkey to smile was not easy. And so I'm glad I was able to capture that. Funny enough, this is using a punch. These are not embellishments. I used a punch. And it was a wedding invite that we had gone to that summer. And I love the invitation. And so I used that cardstock on the wedding invite to punch out to create for this page. I added these to just a piece of cardstock, so that happy was a cutout, and I edited it in cardstock and threw it on foam squares. So again, that's sort of my style, is more simplistic scrapbooking. Here you can see you used a bigger background. Yeah, so it's fun looking back at these very cherished memories of ours. This is out at this was one of my favorite sessions. My husband and I took engagement photos in this location, and years later we were able to go back with our boys, which is so special. And then in this same session, we went out to his childhood farm where his parents still live, and we were able to get pictures on his great-grandfather's swather. That's our tractor that his dad stores for us. So these memories are very, very important to my family. Us, you know, taking a ride on the tractor just before sunset. So very, very special session. And on to the year we moved into our new house. And so this is us in our new home that we just moved into, and that's where my album ends. But you might have noticed I have these little sneakers over here. I'm not going to flip through these entire albums. I have them custom foiled for my children, and these are just artwork albums, you guys. So I call them artwork albums. That's my own name for them. They're pockets. And when my kids come home from daycare with projects, instead of putting them in piles, I throw them in their special artwork albums. So the boys each have one. Hayden needs to get one. She's in daycare now too. That's my daughter who's 9 months old. But you can see I put their name on them. I put the date, how old they were. And at their graduation someday, I will pull these out and they can look back on these cherished memories, and I have them all organized. And I added volume 1 to these because I have a feeling I'm going to have more than one for each kid. But it's just my way of staying organized with the projects as my kids complete them. So I hope you've enjoyed this. You've gotten some ideas. Thank you for joining us for Virtual Grab Weekend, and I hope you like my album. Thank you.